All right, let's talk about the one piece of tech that stops AI from just making things up. It's called RAG. And honestly, it's the secret ingredient that's making AI not just powerful, but something you can actually trust. So let's dive in. Seriously, have you ever wondered about this? You ask a chatbot about something that just happened, or maybe you upload a document and ask a specific question about it, and bam, it gives you a perfect answer. How in the world does it do that?
Well, here's the thing. Most standard AI models, these large language models or LLMs, they have a pretty big blind spot. Their knowledge is basically frozen in time, locked to when they were trained. They can't just browse the web for new info or peek into your private files. And because of that, they're forced to guess, which is when they hallucinate. They give you answers that sound super confident but are totally made up.
So the fix for this is a technology called Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or just RAG for short. What it really does at its heart is connect the AI to an external knowledge source in real time. It basically gives the AI a cheat sheet, grounding its answers in actual facts so it doesn't have to guess anymore.
The absolute best way to think about this is the open book exam analogy. A standard AI is like a student in a closed book test. It has to rely completely on what it memorized during training. But a RAG-powered AI? It gets an open book exam. Before it even tries to answer, it gets to look up the correct information in a textbook. And that textbook can be your company's internal documents, the entire internet, whatever you connect it to.
So how does this actually work? It's really a three-step process. First is retrieve. The system searches your knowledge base, your documents, your database, for the most relevant info. And it uses something called semantic search, which is amazing because it looks for the meaning of your question, not just matching keywords. Second, it augments. It takes the facts it just found and adds them to your original question, creating a brand new super detailed prompt for the AI. And finally, step 3 is generate. The AI takes that new, fact-filled prompt and creates an answer that's actually based on the information it was just given. And that's the whole game right there. The most important thing to get is that RAG completely changes how the AI operates. It stops being a system that just relies on memory and might make a guess, and it becomes one that finds and uses real up-to-date data before it even thinks about giving you an answer. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but where is this stuff actually being used? Let's take a look at how RAG is making a real difference out in the world. The truth is, RAG is popping up everywhere. It's the engine behind those smart customer support bots that give you accurate answers instantly. It's used to create internal AI assistants that can help employees find that one specific HR policy that's buried deep in some company wiki. It's even being used to summarize long videos or analyze financial data to spot fraud. And we're not talking about obscure companies here. Major players are all in. DoorDash uses a RAG chatbot to help out its delivery drivers. Vimeo has a bot that can summarize any video for you and even point you to the key moments. LinkedIn uses it to help their customer service teams solve problems way faster by looking at past issues. And RBC, the Royal Bank of Canada, has an assistant that helps employees find complicated bank policies in just a few seconds. And this right here shows you the real-world impact. When LinkedIn rolled out its RAG system, they cut the median time it takes to solve a customer's problem by nearly 30%. I mean, that is a massive, massive gain in efficiency, all because the AI had the right facts ready to go.
Now, you might be thinking, hold on, isn't this the same as fine-tuning an AI model? And that's a great question, but they're actually very different. Fine-tuning means you're literally retraining the core AI model, which is super expensive and takes a long time. RAG, on the other hand, just connects the AI to a live data source. You update a document and boom, the AI's knowledge is updated instantly. It makes RAG way more flexible and a lot cheaper.
So let's bring it all together. Why is this such a big deal? Well, it fixes the biggest headaches with AI. It boosts accuracy through the roof by grounding the AI in actual facts. It builds trust because now the AI can show you its sources. It gives businesses complete control over what their AI knows. And it keeps the AI's knowledge fresh and current without all that expensive retraining. I came across a quote that just nails it. RAG makes achievable what knowledge management systems have been promising for decades. Think about that. For years, companies have been trying to make all their internal knowledge easily accessible and useful, and RAG is finally making that a reality. So in the end, RAG is really the bridge that takes AI from being this cool, clever novelty and turns it into a reliable tool we can actually depend on. It connects that raw intelligence to real-world information. The open book exam for AI is here to stay. So the only real question left is, Now that we can do this, what incredible problems are we going to solve next?